I'm Haley Hepworth, and I'm wearing red and blue for the Troops Friday.
I'm Ava Scheffler, and I only had white, so.
I'm Matt Manna with the fastest minute in Mepham sports.
I'm Cumulonimbus Charles, and I'm here again.
I'm Riley Freed with this week's Around Campus.
I'm Sid, and I've got your first ever What Is That?
These are the BMB morning announcements for Friday, November 12th.
Good morning, Mepham. Today is day 3. Please rise for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Mepham, just wanted to let you know that you are all the lights of my life. The lights of my night, however, happened last week at the newly annual Light the Night Walkathon, held in the Mepham track. The event was held to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and donations can still be made in Ms. Parla Greco's room.
Mrs. Parla Greco's name roughly translates to speak the Greek in French, but we're not speaking the Greek. We're speaking the French because it's National French Honor Week.
Oui, oui!
Organized by the American Association of Teachers of French, National French Week is an annual celebration of Francophone culture and the French language. This week, the second-floor hallways are decked out in flags and posters, and every morning on the morning announcements, there were fun facts about French history. French students also competed in the National Francophone Trivia Contest, and the winner could earn a $200 prize. But the fun does not end there. There will be an Eiffel Tower Engineering Elite event in December, so make sure you sign up.
You don't need to sign up for Penny Wars, though, which starts next week. Bring pennies, nickels, quarters, and dimes to the office to support your class and sabotage the freshmen.
Ava, be nice.
I'm looking forward to that event already. And I'm looking forward to donating to the Community Cupboard. Every year, the Community Cupboard puts together holiday baskets that contain everything necessary for a traditional Thanksgiving feast. This year, Mepham will be contributing mashed potatoes, yams, and marshmallows. These items will be supporting families in the Bellmore-Merrick community, and you can donate them in the large green collection bin labeled Holiday Collection in the main lobby on Monday.
You know, Ava, I actually just donated mine. But make sure the items are new. Marshmallows from 1984 are all the wrong types of squishy. In the realm of new, BMB is adding a new segment to the Morning Announcements Rundown. What is that? This segment will tell you exactly what that is. Here's Sid Elisetti with the first ever What Is That?
Let's find out.
What is that?
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of What Is That? A new segment of the morning announcements where we describe what that is. For our first episode, we're discussing lockouts, not lockdowns, lockouts. We had one on Monday, the spark of this conversation. In lockouts, our campus becomes closed. Nobody is allowed to enter the building. Therefore, we weren't allowed to leave, even to go quickly to the parking lot, because they wouldn't let us back in afterwards. These happen when something deemed a threat happens in the area and are intended to keep students safe inside and out of the building. And now you know. See you next week, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Sid. Now I also know that the holidays are right around the corner. To start off the season, the SAD Club will be creating pumpkin grams for you to give to someone that would really like to thank them for any reason. Each pumpkin is unique, beautiful, and handcrafted by members of the SAD Club and comes with a heart-shaped tag for you to write a personal message. They will be sold during lunch periods beginning on Monday.
Also sold were tickets to the Fall Festival, but that's over now. Held on Wednesday, the event was a great success.
I am so happy that everyone stayed to the end because, when you host an event that is basically kids playing games, I didn't know if everyone's going to stay, and we still have 15 minutes left, and it doesn't look like anyone's going home, so.
It was great to see the Mepham community get together for what will hopefully become a long-standing tradition.
Also a tradition for Mepham, specifically seniors, is the Flag Field of Honor. The event was held last Sunday and was also a great success.
It was very good. It was a nice day. It was really nice out, and it was fun to work with all my classmates on this. I've seen the grades before us do it, and it's just always been something that looking forward to do.
A great event as always. Funds were raised to support veterans and thank them for their service to the nation.
The event was for seniors, but we don't want to leave the juniors out completely. So here's junior Matt Manna with your week in Mepham sports.
Thanks, Haley. And I know I'm not wearing red, white, and blue for the Troops Friday, or at least I will be in school, but not here. I liked my attire for Sweater Weather Wednesday, so I stuck with it for the announcements. It's been a rather quiet time in Mepham sports. Only 2 teams are still in season. The football team, who takes on number 2 MacArthur tomorrow, 8:30 at Hofstra. It'll be a rematch of a game in which the Pirates were dominated on the ground and as a result, lost by multiple scores. The only other Mepham team still in season is cross country, led by Amarcran Achichi, who is the Nassau County boys champion. He will compete alongside his team in the New York State Championship. Everybody else is in the preseason for their winter sports. Basketball signups recently occurred and the tryouts will be next week. Wrestling is having an open mass session every Wednesday, and winter track signups are today. 3 o'clock on the track. I tried to get Sean McQuillan to join, but he won't do it. Guess he knows I'm faster, but just because Sean won't do it doesn't mean you should sign up. You should definitely sign up. And by the way, last week on the morning announcements, Connor Ward told me to make a better prediction. So here we go. Like a preseason men's college basketball Final Four picks, I've got Gonzaga, Kansas, Duke, and Syracuse making it to the Final Four. That's all from me. I'm Matt Manna. Now back to Haley and Ava in the studio.
Thanks, Matt. I'm looking forward to the big game on Saturday. Let's see if I need to bring a raincoat with me. Here's Charles Decker with the weekend weather.
Thanks for the introduction, Ava, but unfortunately it has been declared that this weekend's weather is certified boring. This absolute bore fest commences with today's mind-numbingly lame temperatures. 46 degrees and 64 degrees are agreed upon by the scientific community as the least phenomenal temperatures. In addition to that, the old man is snoring, and you know how uneventful that can be. Tomorrow is the textbook definition of anticipated. Frankly, anybody could have predicted the high of 56, the low of 38, and the partly cloudy skies. In some ways, it's almost too obvious, like it was planned. But who am I to make conspiracy theories about the doings of big weather? I'm just the middleman, right? Whatever. Speaking of whatever, Sunday keeps the same meh energy of the rest of the weekend. If you went back and took the data of November 14th for every single year and averaged it out, you'd end up with Sunday's suspicious forecast. There's a lackluster high of 51 degrees and a dull low of 39 degrees. There's not much to it, really. Perhaps this weekend is compensating for last week's calamitous extravaganza. Also, I'd like to wish my brother, Downpour Dan, a very happy birthday. In conclusion, I conclusively conclude that my work here is done, and whatever segment is coming up next will be leagues more interesting than whatever this is. I'll send it back to the studio to see if that holds true.
Thanks, Charles. This weekend seems like a breeze.
Also breezy, the questions at Quiz Bowl. Let's see about the new group in this week's Around Campus.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Around Campus. Today, I am joined by very special guest, Sam Nadler, who is the creator and president of the Quiz Bowl team. How are you doing today, Sam?
I'm doing really well. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, we are happy to have you. So first and foremost, what is the Quiz Bowl team?
So what Quiz Bowl is, it's a really fun team trivia competition where you work in about teams of 4 to 6, and you can be tested about just trivia questions, and the more questions you get correctly for your team, the higher your score is, and the better of a chance you have of winning a given trivia game match, sort of a thing.
That sounds super cool. Now, do you know what types of questions could potentially be encountered while on a Quiz Bowl team?
So for Quiz Bowl, you can get tested on like a lot of different things. You can get history questions, you can get geography questions, literature, science, pop culture, current events. It's all tested in Quiz Bowl. So you can just excel in one area of those and you'd be really good. You can definitely have a stronger team if you have players who specialize in a certain area of knowledge.
So you got to be ready for everything, right?
Yes.
Of course. A trivia question of our own. We heard down the grapevine that you are a bit of a computer science genius. Is that correct?
Yes.
So our question for you is, what is the name for a computer's volatile cache which clears upon reboot?
Oh, I think it's cookies.
Do I know if that's correct? No, but I'm sure it is because you're pretty smart. Thank you so much for joining us today, Sam.
Thank you.
I'm Riley Freed. Back to you guys in the studio.
Now for this week's quote, knowing is not enough. We must apply.
These have been the BMB morning announcements for Friday, November 12th. Have a great day, Mepham.
See you at the game.
And stay for halftime because you might see your two favorite news anchors.
Just kicking up a storm.
Yeah, of course.